Happy Wednesday. All right, we're doing line of best fit again today. So now I am on page 678 in your book. Just to go through some vocabulary at the top. When data are collected, the points graphed usually do not form a straight line, but may approximate a linear relationship. A line of best fit is a line that is very close to most of the data points. So again, it doesn't have to hit every single data point. If you look at example 1, this is their line of best fit because you can see 4 dots above and then there's 4 dots below the line. So there's an equal number above as there is below. On your lines of best fit, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you have like 3 up top, 5 down below. But the main goal is that it best represents all of your data. And you can see that the line actually only hits 1 point. So let's go down to Got It A, and we're actually going to do this one together, so please follow along. It says, refer to the scatter plot about the yearly points scored by a certain race car driver. We're going to draw and assess a line that seems to best represent the data. So you can see that there's kind of a cluster right here, and there's kind of a cluster right here. So we want our line to be kind of in between those 2 clusters. So I'm going to draw the line and connect this point right there and kind of just go through the middle. And that's going to be my line of best fit. It should actually extend all the way to the y-axis as well. So you can see that there's about the same number on top of my line as there is below the line, but there is actually a little more on top. That's okay, it's an approximate line of best fit. You can also see that way down here, sorry, when I click a different button my line moves, I have an outlier because he's nowhere anywhere close to the data. So in A, it also said that I had to assess that line. So looking at that line, it doesn't actually hit most of my data. It only hits one of them. So to assess it, I would say most of the points are not close to the line of best fit just because they're not actually on the line of best fit. So if I was to draw a line that had like most of my points exactly on my line, then I would say most of the points or most of the data hits the line of best fit. But in this case, it just only hits 1 point, so most of it doesn't actually fall on the line of best fit. B, use the line of best fit to make a conjecture about the points the driver will score in 2015. So my years this time is since 1999. So year 0 is actually 1999. So then 1 represents 2000. 2 represents 2001. So to get all the way up to 2015, it would actually be 16 on the x-axis. So if I look at the x-axis where it's about 16, which would be about here, and I followed it up to the x-axis, or to the y, to my line to find my y, it's about there. So I could say when x is 16, my y is about 5,800. And if yours isn't exactly that, but close to that, that's pretty good. So my conjecture would be that the driver is going to score about 5,800 points. So your homework for today is actually on page 681. And I just want you to do number 1 on this page. You're going to construct the scatter plot using this information here. I will tell you that your x-axis should be the shoe size and your y-axis should be the height. So these are your x's, y's, x's, Y's. Make sure that you label your x-axis and your y-axis. You're going to draw your scatter plot and then draw in a line of best fit. Make sure that you assess that line of best fit. So you're going to tell me, are most of the data points on the line of best fit, or are most of them not? And then for B on that question, don't forget to do that one. Use the line of best fit to make a conjecture about the height of a female who wears a size 5 shoe. Take a picture and submit it to Google Classroom.